Oh, hi, it's Steve. I think it's about time we replace this dated keyed lock with a smart lock. Smart lock is one of the easiest installs you can do yourself, and it provides incredible value for your smart home. So, let's get started. So all we need for this install is a Phillips screwdriver. We'll start first by removing the screws on the strike plate, and then we'll remove the screws on the lock itself. Simply remove these screws. I like to put them in my pocket so I don't lose them. Next, we'll remove the screws on the lock itself. These are usually pretty long and they get threaded through the whole door into the front of the faceplate of that lock. So once these get loose, you can usually just remove them with your fingers. You might be tempted to use an electric screwdriver. I caution against that when putting in door locks, because you really want to feel the tension yourself on how tight you are tightening these screws. See how long they are? We'll take out the first one we started, and the whole lock assembly should come out in our hands. So we pull this straight out. You can see the lock assembly. We'll pull that out through the front. And now we have the two halves of the lock in our hands. And that's how that mechanism works. Now we can pull this whole unit out as one piece. So that's all there is to it. There's a big hole for our new lock. There's a hole for the strike plate. So the lock we'll install is a beautiful lock which has a numeric keypad on the front where before we just had a key, and it will have an internal, we went with the satin They also have the install plate, some batteries, and additional mounting hardware. So there's everything we'll need to install a new smart lock on this door. We're going to install the deadbolt latch in this hole. You'll notice we want to put it in the up position. Somewhere it'll say up on that. We want to make sure that is in and secure, and we'll use the included screws to tighten it in place. Let's do that now. You just want these flush. You don't want to over tighten or strip these screws. There we go. That's good. All right, now we're on to our next step. So for this step, we'll temporarily install the numeric keypad through here. We need to feed this wire underneath what we just installed and press this into place. Okay. Install the bracket. We need to feed this wire through the bottom of the bracket. There's a little slot right there for that. Just feed it right through. And then those two holes line up with those two holes inside the strike plate. And we'll push that in temporarily for now. We'll leave this down here. For this next step, we'll have two screws we'll mount through these screw holes and line up with the the keypad on the front. They're a little bit tricky sometimes, but you just look straight through the hole to see where you're going. We'll put the second one in, line it up, tighten it by fingers so that we know we're in there into the keypad in the front. And then we could take out our screwdriver and finish the job. See, that will happen sometimes. I misaligned my hole. So just look in, look through the hole if you want. You'll find it. There we go. Sometimes you don't get it on the first try, but just keep trying. That's the fun of projects like this. Every time you do something new, you learn something new. You also learn what you did wrong, so you don't make those mistakes again. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. We're almost done. Now the next step is to take the lock mechanism itself and install that cable we routed through. That's how it's going to get the electronic signals. It'll only go in one way, so don't force it. When it's all in, you'll hear it click. Clicked into place. Okay, now we'll line that up with the slot in the middle and push it in. It's definitely hard to see from your perspective, but it's pretty easy from mine. Okay, and this last step, we just need to push it in until it locks into place. And we tighten through that one screw we have. It's also good now to test that the bolt works, which it does. And then I would close the door once to see if it aligns. And the million-dollar question is, will it lock the door? It does. So we're almost done. The last step is to just install the batteries. Put this ribbon down behind it. It's actually hard to see. That's right. 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And success. Put the battery cover on. And we are done. Now for the best part. We'll add that lock to our alarm.com home. Press the More button, go into Add Device, and pick the lock category. Now you'll notice we have very many different types of locks that we could add to our alarm.com system. We'll try to match it to the closest one, this Yale Assure 2. Tap that button, and then we just follow the instructions in the app. The wizard will take us through all the steps we need to install this new smart lock, and when we're done, we'll see it down here in the main app in the lock category. I'll scroll over to Rec Room, and that's it. How easy was that? So let's try that again. Now that we have a smart lock on our home, I just enter our passcode, and now we have access to our home. It's that simple. Hope you enjoyed installing a smart lock on your house, and we'll see you soon. Keep watching. Be sure you're safe with Alarm.com. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe.